Is this the end of Pecco Bagnaia's golden era with Ducati? After a disastrous weekend at Misano, the two-time world champion finds himself mired in the worst crisis of his career. Ducati's general manager, Gigi Dall'Igna, has even admitted to losing patience. What's gone wrong with Bagnaia and his GP25 bike? Can the crucial Misano test save his season? Or is this a sign of major changes coming for Ducati in MotoGP 2025? Don't look away from this video, as we're diving deep into all the details. The 2025 season has been an emotional rollercoaster for Pecco Bagnaia after securing 2 world championships and dominating with Ducati in previous years. The Italian rider was expected to spearhead the team this season. However, the San Marino Grand Prix at Misano marked a new low in his career. Bagnaia himself called the weekend a nightmare, admitting he was desperate for even a glimmer of light. Sadly, that light never came. Let's start with Saturday's sprint race. In the sprint, Bagnaia could only manage a 13th place finish, a far cry from the expectations for a rider of his caliber. Looking at data from last season, his lap times on the GP24 should have been fast enough to win this year's sprint. This suggests the issue isn't just Bagnaia, but also the GP25 bike, which doesn't seem to fully suit his riding style. Still, Bagnaia remained optimistic heading into Sunday's main race. With a full fuel tank, which typically helps him perform better in Grand Prix compared to sprints, he was confident of cracking the top 5. Unfortunately, those hopes were dashed in dramatic fashion. During the main race, Bagnaia started decently, holding 7th place, but on lap 9, disaster struck. At turn 10, he lost front-end grip on his GP25 and crashed, ending his race prematurely. This was the second time this season Bagnaia failed to score points, following a similar incident in wet conditions at Le Mans. Cameras captured despair on his face as he returned to the paddock, and his post-race interview laid bare his frustration. When asked what was going through his mind right after the crash, Bagnaia replied with a sarcastic edge, "Things better not said on camera." He added that he was far from happy when he went down, a sentiment anyone watching could feel. Bagnaia also noted that he'd analysed the incident with his team and was now focused on the critical test scheduled for Monday at Misano. This test is the final chance this season to experiment with bike setups and new parts outside of a Grand Prix weekend. While Bagnaia struggled, his Ducati teammate, Marquez, was shining brightly. Marquez battled fiercely with Marco Bezzecchi for the lead and ultimately claimed victory at Misano. This win put Marquez on the brink of a world championship, in stark contrast to Bagnaia's downward spiral. In the last 5 rounds, equivalent to 10 races, Bagnaia hasn't reached the podium once. The recurring issue? His difficulty handling long corners with the GP25, a weakness that remains unresolved. Post-race comments from Ducati course general manager Gigi Dall'Igna stole the spotlight. In a candid interview, Dall'Igna didn't hide his disappointment. Pecco's situation is complicated. He's struggling, he said. He stressed that the team needs to find solutions quickly, with Monday's Misano test being a pivotal moment to try new approaches. When asked about Bagnaia's admission of losing patience, Dall'Igna's response was blunt and piercing. "I've lost patience too, and so have Pecco's fans. It's understandable for someone to say things like that when results aren't coming. It's human nature." This statement sent shockwaves through the paddock. Gigi Dall'Igna, the mastermind behind Ducati's technical success, openly admitting his frustration was no small matter. It signalled mounting pressure on Bagnaia. Dall'Igna also referenced a negative spiral gripping Bagnaia, noting how hard it is for a rider to break free from repeated failures without a shift in mindset and approach. "A positive attitude helps a lot," he added, subtly suggesting Bagnaia needs to change his mentality to turn things around. In the championship standings, Bagnaia's position is increasingly precarious. He now trails Alex Marquez by 93 points in the fight for second place and leads Marco Bezzecchi, now riding for Aprilia, by just 8 points. With only a few races left, Bagnaia's chances of climbing the ranks are fading fast. Monday's Misano test is a last-ditch effort to find solutions, both for the bike's technical issues and Bagnaia's confidence. Yet, he admitted the solution still feels far away, given the problems have persisted since the season's start. Let's talk about the GP25 bike. Ducati is renowned for pushing the boundaries of MotoGP technology, but this season, the GP25 doesn't seem perfectly tailored to Bagnaia's needs. The main issue, struggles in long corners, can't be fixed with minor tweaks. The Misano test is hoped to be a turning point where the team can experiment with new setups or even prototype parts to help Bagnaia regain his rhythm. But time is ticking and the pressure from within the team is palpable. Meanwhile, Marc Marquez's success in the other Ducati garage adds complexity to the situation. Marquez, who joined the factory Ducati team this season, has adapted to the GP25 far better. His Misano win wasn't just about skill. It proved the bike has immense potential when handled right. So why is Bagnaia, a two-time world champion with years at Ducati, struggling to find that same performance? Is it purely a technical issue? Or is there a mental factor at play? We can't ignore the psychological toll either. Bagnaia is known for his composure under pressure, but this season is testing his limits. His emotional post-race comments reveal he's grappling not just with the bike, but with himself. In a sport as cutthroat as MotoGP, where every second counts, losing confidence can be catastrophic. And with Dall'Igna's public remarks, the pressure is now coming from two fronts: within himself and from a team questioning his consistency. What can we expect from the Misano test? For Bagnaia, it's a chance to rediscover the magic that once propelled him to the top. For Ducati, it's an opportunity to prove they can support their star rider in tough times. But one thing is clear: time is running out. With Marc Marquez charging toward the title, and riders like Bezzecchi showing competitive form, Bagnaia must bounce back quickly to salvage his season and perhaps his future with Ducati. So what do you think? Can Pecco Bagnaia rise from this crisis? Or will 2025 mark a painful turning point for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for the latest MotoGP updates. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video, where we'll break down the Misano test results and whether Bagnaia found solutions to his struggles. See you in the next one.
Welcome to GP Talks. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.